Yinka that were the one taking the front line, saying Mr. Miwa was lying. He never called Yinka, blah 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 blah. Of which I was privileged that I remember I spoke with Mr. Miwa that very day, and he told me that they were going to put the call to Yinka's husband. So when I heard that they were dragging Mr. Miwa, I heard that they called me because I came on live to that. I can't remember. I can't remember that platform. And I came to tell them that I heard Mr. Miwa say something like this, so that I was also going to confirm. So I started making move. So I got Yinka's husband's number myself, and I put a call through. And when I put a call through, there was a lady called my head carry her. She was there when I put a call through Yinka's husband to confirm what the public were saying about Mr. Miwa. So, and when I called, I guess my head carry her is also one of the close friend of Madam Yinka Ade. So when I put the call to Yinka's husband, Yinka's husband told me that that we should hold on. Exactly what Mr. Miwa said. He said they should hold on. That he wants to try 2 different options to see how she's going to get our wife out. If Tongubari or not Latibejade, then he will come back to us. So our Anna has now, do you want to come on TikTok to address the TikTokers on Justice for Mohbad? He said because he's a politician, because that's when I got to know that he's a politician. You know, that he won't like to do that, but he was going to, that he would just want to talk, or he doesn't want to talk about justice for Mohbad because he doesn't know who Mohbad is, and blah, blah, blah. So exactly what Mr. Miwa said to the public is exactly what the husband told me. And Yinka's best friend, my head carrier, was on the phone that time to affirm to what I just said. So I do not know where Yinka got that I, Rexy, Miwa, and other people were on the phone.
What about the 3 million aspect where she accused?
I sent you 2 receipts now. You can check it out. I send you 2 receipts to your WhatsApp now.
No, I can't send you WhatsApp is 3. So what happened about 3 million? What part do you go? She said, you people called her husband and told the husband that the son or whoever
I was not on the phone call. Let me just tell you all what I did. When I called her husband,
Hey, boss, Yeye, let me help you, Yeye. Boss man, we spoke.
No, why did you turn off why did you mute Lagata? Why did you mute her? Please unmute.
I called Bossman, you and my husband spoke on my phone, and he was going to tell the same story. And you said, sir, I am part of those that called you on that group call. Do you remember you told him?
That was not what I said. Don't stop lying. Okay?
No,
you don't lie too much, man. Stop lying.
Okay, so Bossman, you don't know anything about it. You spoke to the husband on your own. You didn't speak to the husband with Mr. Miwa and Mr.
Yes, now, and then our friend was there when I was talking to her husband. Our best friend, my head carry her, was there. I don't talk to people by myself because of...
You talk to your husband again, on your own. Was it on your own?
With my head carry oil, our friend, our best friend.
My head carry oil. You didn't talk to the husband with these people.
No, just me. I spoke to the husband.
When Bossman finish, I would like to say something.
I know definitely now. I think Mr. Miwa definitely spoke to the husband and corrected.
Mr. Yeye, what happened was that I noticed one thing when talking to her husband. The husband does not know the difference between Gurexy and Mr. Miwa. He doesn't even know who are calling him.
Okay.
Sometimes when I call him, we think that I am Mr. Miwa.
Okay.
Or we think that I am Gurexy. He doesn't know. I said, no, now me call you. I'm the one that always gave him the precedent of what was happening that time because he was on the motion. There was a time when I called, he was going to the court to write the affidavit. There was a time that I was calling, he was going to see the lawyer. So that's when he recognized that this is me.
There was an information passed to the husband regarding 3 million. That the
3 million, I do not know anything about that. Okay. My own was that, hey, Oga, I was told that they called you yesterday, and I'm from Justice for Mohbad, and then to talk about Yinka Ade's and arrest. And she told me, if the husband told me that, hold on, that he has 2 ways that he wants to go, that Justice for Mohbad should pause, that he wants to go through his own route, and that if he cannot get Yinka Ade out of the place, then he will now come to the Justice for Mohbad and we'll go through our own route. That's what he said. And I came back to the public and I told them I've spoken to Yinka Ade's husband. And when I came back, Yinka's friends, Yeye, started attacking me again that Bossman is lying, blah, 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 that I was lying, you know. So I spoke with her husband maybe 2 or 3 times. All right. The day that she was supposed to be bailed, I called her and he said, I called him again and he said that he's on his way. He was going to court with him. I said, is it possible that she's going to get to the release today? She said he's going to put a call. They're going to try. And then after, and I never called him again ever since then. So the first conversation I had with him, her husband, my head carry how he was there. Maybe 1 or 2 phone calls after, I called by myself. So
okay. So that, I think there's an issue there, and that's where she doesn't even know as well. Why she's accusing you people of that aspect of somebody spoke to her husband and they
True, you're right.
They were not demanding 3 million from my husband, though. No. They were not demanding 3 million from my husband. So I want to say everything here. They told her husband that the plan they want to give her, to help her, bail her, you understand? The plan they want to help, that they want to offer, or that needs to help, which is Baba Mohbad's son or lawyer, is demanding for 3 million to do that bill. Do you understand? So what the husband then, when the husband had 3 million, he was flabbergasted, like, for what? He didn't say it out to them, but told his wife that but he then said no, that they should hold on, let him do what he needs to do, and then get back to them. So I think he then decided that he would do it by himself. When he had the 3 million aspect, you understand, he decided on his own that then the justice for Mohbad, you understand, they gave Yinka's husband 200,000 naira. Are you people getting me? They did not ask they didn't ask him to give 3 million. They only said their own lawyer is demanding for 3 million. Are you getting it? So assuming justice for
I was on that call. Okay, that's why I decided to join. Let me just quickly clarify this. If you don't mind, this bit. Good evening, Mom. So on the call, when she got arrested, everybody was worried. They couldn't find where she was. So it took about 6 hours before we were able to make a headway to find out where she was. And once that was established, I don't want to go to the long stories. I'll try and cap it as much as I can, So once that was sorted, they found out where she was. I think it was, there's a funny place like that in Abuja. I don't have the name correctly of the police station where they took her, but a different one, not the normal one, right? When they found that out, they said, okay, first things first, the lawyer who had to go there charged 70,000 naira. The people who contributed this sum of money was Bayo and Mommy Detola Aduke, that's her name, Mommy Detola Aduke. Those 2 people contributed to pay because we needed the money that night. Now, let me make this clear, Mommy. That call, the first call, brainstorming, trying to find out where she was and trying to even get to that, took 12 hours. Well, the call back to back for 12 hours. And why am I mentioning that? Just so that you could see the intense brainstorming, trying to think, okay, come, and we're talking about UK, US time zones. So the urgency of it, they raised 70,000 because the lawyer said I needed to be engaged, whatever, to go there, right? Now this is not even the lawyer of the 3 million yet. No, not that one. I don't think so. I wish Bayo was here. He would clarify from your Detola. They first got the first lawyer, the one that just went to go and find out what 70. Got there, said okay, and he was putting a lot of aspersions. The way he's saying now is the level should have arrested her. He's gonna do this, and while he kept talking, Mom, how lawyers talk and they sweet talk you, trying to make the case worse than it was. And they were talking and talking and talking and talking. I remember I just said to Mr. Miwa in the call, I texted him, I said, this guy is saying a lot of gobshite. He's talking, I do not think, it sounds like he's, the amount is calling all these fears is cussing is that serious that I think we need to engage someone else. He had talked so much before we even asked him and said, so tell us, what exactly would it take for us to engage, to hire your services? Because he was saying all kinds of sorts. And he even came up with some stories that were like, oh, he had found this out, he had found this out, he had found this out. So even all the stories about why she was arrested, they said there was a petition before, Elegushi, that they had her name on. It was this lawyer that was giving us this information. Because don't forget, mommy, we're on the call. We're not in Abuja. He was in Abuja. He was coming with this information. So when he kept talking, I just thought, no, this is just a lawyer's gobshite. Talking to cast aspersions, so you're scared. Right? So we now finally said, okay, so tell us clearly what would it cost to engage you so that you can swiftly get this thing, So he now said he was going to come with his bill, whatever. And then he sent it. And it was the breakdown. He had some breakdown. By the time you broke it down, everything, round figure was the 3M. And I just said, no.
23 million.
Yes. So it wasn't just 3 million bill. He had all this breakdown. He talked about ATV. I don't have once I get it, mommy, Bossman can share it to you if you need the breakdown. But, he had all itemized, talked about going to, because the way they did it, I can understand his aspersions, like saying, oh, okay, let's get the channels, let's get some TV to blow it and all of that.
So can I question something? Sorry,
yes,
madam.
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Who
please.
got the lawyer?
It was one man that felt concerned. I don't have his name, but he's on justice for Mohbad.
It's not justice for Mohbad's lawyer. It's not lawyer.
No, it wasn't justice for Mohbad's lawyer. No, mommy.
So it was just one of. Is it one of you? One of you that brought the lawyer.
Yes. Just mentioned that they knew somebody who knew a lawyer in Abuja, because don't forget it was the Muslim holiday. So Wahab Shitu, of course, will be observing holiday. Barrister, okay, somebody's mentioned about Atida Day, or Honorable York said Atida Day. One of the guy that was there was somebody, he came up and said, okay, I know somebody in Abuja, that we can get, because the point is the urgency of it. Don't forget, mommy, we're trying to get her out.
Can you tell me, was it then you or who that put a call across to the husband that at least got this awareness of 3 million? If you make sense.
Okay, it was not me. It was the lawyer. We first of all, what we did, just to break it down in more detail. First things first, what we did, we had to contact what's his name, Perkins, because we're trying to find first who knows the husband. Let's get the contacts. Perkins was finally contacted. He gave the husband's contact. Okay, so we now said, okay, Mr. Muyiwa now put a call to the husband and tried to, they do go through the familiarities and all of that, and now said, okay, we do have an idea where, trying to find out where she was, and then the lawyer was now engaged with the 70,000 to go and find out what is she arrested for, blah, 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 blah. Do you understand, mommy, now?
Yes.
Right. So that was that.
So it was actually Mr. Miwa and some other person. So it wasn't Lagata, it was not
Lagata was not nowhere. Bossman, none of those people were anywhere on the call. I'm actually surprised.
What about
Grexy, yes, was on the call. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they were the ones that informed the husband. You understand? So she now thought, she's of the opinion that Lagata and Bossman were also included, and that was why that confidence in them, they kept, so there's clarity in that aspect now. Thank you so much, darling.
You're welcome, mommy. So thank you, mommy. So that's where, the 3 million. And as I said, there's a breakdown. Mommy, if you don't mind, I don't know if anybody wants, maybe Bayo would come up, if just anybody who was there, just to clarify what I'm saying. But anyway, there was a breakdown of the 3 million, right? And then you had all the channels and all of that. He even talked about going to court. He tried, that lawyer. Let me give it to him. He was even saying that, if they tried to ask for her bail and they were not successful, they would take, what's that thing where they go to court and force them, to make sure that they ensure they get her bail. He was very passionate. He was enthused about it. All right?
Okay.
So for me...
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the husband did by himself, but I think justice for Mohbad, they gave him 200,000.
Yeah, but mommy, that's what I want to go into. So when the husband was called, and we're on the call, listen to when the man was called. Her husband was like, please, so you guys tell me, are you guys going to do it? If you're not going to do it, I'm going to find my way to try and rescue, get her out. And we said, okay, fine, so I would work with you and try to, get her out. Have you seen the lawyer, blah, blah, blah? I said, yes. Even the lawyer.
You were on the phone too.
Yes, but you see, so Mr. Miwa was on the call talking to the husband while we were on this other phone. Obviously, he had 2 phones. We were hearing what he was saying because he wanted us to say, okay, see what the lawyer, just so there was transparency as to see every step that was being taken. So the man called. At the first time he was, anxious. Obviously, you have to understand his wife is arrested. Please let me know if you guys are I'm going to find my way. So we now said, okay, sir, we're going to try. Let's, trying to work together to see how they could get her released. He was aware that because he met the lawyer, the one that was sent to 70K, he met the lawyer. The lawyer spoke to him and was trying to, familiarize, all of that story going on. Then, when this guy came up with his 3 million, whatever, I remember for me, I speak for myself, I was like, nah, that's a lot. This guy, as I said, I felt he was just talking a lot, trying to cast suspicions. Let's look for somebody else. We found another lawyer. Right, the lawyer was, I don't know, I think he was actually fair. He was actually from Akwa Ibom State, that one, the way he was talking, because I could tell the accent. And he was saying, okay, he was going to go there. But then with time was of the essence. And as at the time he was going to go, there was some hiccup somewhere. Either he had not gotten communication, blah, blah, blah. Another lady that was on the call, which I cannot mention her name, now said, you know what, don't worry, I'm going to speed things up. I'm going to pay for it, pay my lawyers to go there. We must ensure this lady is released. Now, as at this time, if I can give you the rough summary, mommy, what has been spent before she got her lawyers was, you're looking at about 200,000 was already spent. That aside, the lady that got her own lawyer to go and finally help with the release and all of these things, she paid for it herself, and I'm sure, to be fair to her, she would not have spent nothing less than 200 and something trying to engage those lawyers to go there. In fairness to Mr. Muyiwa, mommy, I'm not going to tell you any lie. That man was desperate trying to help to ensure this girl's release. He had nothing in his heart thinking, okay, don't forget it was a part of the chat or whatever. None of that. Everybody was just hands on deck to ensure that this lady was released. Each of those calls lasted 12 hours. That's how intense it was. So they'll call, okay, hold on, we'll call back again. And so if you keep adding it up, that's how long the time took. Finally, the lady, as I said, when this lady that got the lawyers got there and they were trying to sort it out, the next thing we heard later on was that, okay, don't forget she paid for it herself. She didn't ask Mr. Muyiwa to pay. The lawyers she sent there, right? To where Mr. Yinka was. The next thing we heard after that was that, he just came, did a call and said, they had gotten her, she was released. And I was there, mommy, not say story. He put a call to her husband when they were talking, and the lawyer was with the man on their way home.
So to say it was that lady that helped her.
Thank you. Now, mommy, just follow my train of thought here. So, okay, everything has been done. Mr. Muyiwa, please. You tell her to.
She said somebody help me.
Not you. I didn't say you. I haven't mentioned your name. So the lady who helped to get, with the lawyers that was going to help with her release, the fact now, as I said, there was 170, there was one that wanted 3 million, and then we finally got the one that had paid for, the lady who paid for it.
See, a lot of information is being spilled here, and I think I'm getting really confused. Now, what I'm trying to get here is that, so the woman, that one, the independent lady now, that you are somehow assuming, or you're guessing that she probably paid 200,000 to her lawyer, helped them. Am I correct?
I lost you. Repeat yourself, sorry. What did you say?
That aspect, you are sure of the fact that, let me not use the word sure. You are thinking that the other lady to help them get the bail with a lawyer. Am I correct? Hello? Hello?
Me?
Yes.
Right.
We didn't hear you. Can you come again?
Okay. You were asking me a question to say if it was the lady's lawyer that helped to ensure her bail. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Now, as I said, I know that she played that. Those her lawyers. They were the last set of lawyers that went there.
Question.
What question now? Can you just take it easy?
Because I've asked the question and she's about to answer. Go ahead.
So the lady.
I'm not very sure who got her the bill, because these days, they from Justice for Mohbad, that is from Baba Most, they came with this 3 million. That's what the lawyer is asking for, which you have of course confirmed now. And then her husband had to then do the bail by himself. So, but you are saying that there's possibility, or are you sure that the other lady who said, whom you are saying independently did it, got her bail?
After the lawyer who said he was going to charge 3M, we decided to let him go, right? Because we felt, okay, you know what? You're trying to charge too much. It doesn't make sense. And he had all this breakdown, all of that. Now, don't forget, the husband was talking to Mr. Muyiwa and, okay, what's up? What's going on? Keeping back and forth. We decided to let that one go. There was a lawyer that the lady decided to say, you know what? Okay, fine. He was meant to be there. This one of the, 3M, we decided to let go. Okay, fine. I'll send my lawyers there. She then sent her lawyers, right, to go to the station. And just going, this is not, they're going to go and find out what's up. Okay, fine, let's go and file for our release and all of that. Time was of the essence. Was at least that lady would have paid at least 200 and something from her own pocket. Didn't ask justice for Mohbad. She just wanted to do it by herself. Right? Now, mommy, the breaking transmission here is after that time where this lady has voluntarily on her own said, okay, I'll send my lawyers. I have lawyers in Abuja. I will send them to go and try to ensure that this lady gets the bill. The next time we hear from Mr. Muyiwa on the group call was, okay, finally, she has been released.
Now, the question is, were they the ones that did it? Nobody knows.
Okay, now, mommy, what I would say to that is, Mr. Yinka's husband and those lawyers that went, they both played a part in getting her release. Because they were going there trying to ensure that they got her release at that station, and the idea was if they do not get it, they were going to go to court to go and file to ensure that what you call that thing they file to ensure that, yes, if you don't want to release her because she would have stayed more than the 48 hours or whatever is the timeline, they would enforce that thing, the legal term. So both of them would have played a role. But as I said, what Mr. Muyiwa said after that time, when, okay, the lady had sent her lawyers. And the next thing I heard, because I wasn't keeping up to date every day, but Bayo would have been there. Okay, so he would have a full in-depth.
And you know what? Assuming the woman you are talking about had a hand in this bill, she would definitely have gotten back to you people. Do you understand?
She did, because she paid her lawyers to go there, right,
but
to secure the bill.
Got her the bill. They would be the ones to inform you. But
as I said, so they would have maybe informed Mr. Muyiwa. I'm not saying for certain that this woman...
The woman is saying her husband said he did the bill. Something. So if they were the ones that did the bill, they should be able to say it with their full chest, confidently.
Okay.
So if Mr. Muyiwa also if they gave 200,000 to the husband, then there's a clause somewhere. There's something missing in between there that I think that it's the husband that did the bill. I think I'm not too sure if it's that woman they are talking about that did the bill. Because if they are the ones that did that bill or got her bills, there should have been an evidence for it. There's no evidence anywhere.
Yeah. Emma Binuma, my husband said I should bring the phone for him, that he wants to talk to you on this live stream. Please. You want to say this thing on this live stream for everybody to know and know peace. Emma Binuma, let me give him the phone. Make everything clear this night. Daddy, take.
Sorry, sir.
What did she say?
She's a goodie.
Huh?
Her name is Yoruba. Listen, she doesn't hear Yoruba. She you're not seeing her. She's not seeing you, but you're seeing her. So just talk to her.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Sorry to disturb you, sir. We shouldn't be doing this to you. I'm so sorry, sir. It's just there's an assumption here, would we call it assumption here that justice for the people here were the ones that built your wife, okay, and not. Please, can we know the truth? Sorry, sir.
You see,
over this matter. Frankly, I was reluctant to talk anything with any of these your people over this Mohbad issue. This is the third time I'm coming to give clarification. I later realized that I don't like dealing with people that are not sincere, that always tell lie, and they try to intimidate and downgrade my own integrity. You see, in the first place, when this thing happened, they promised me everything. That in fact, I don't have any of your group person phone number. I don't know how my phone number get to one of you. I was called that your wife is in a setting. That my wife have been taken up by the Inspector General of Police Office, IRT team in Sasabatwa there in Abuja. I say yes. They now say they are ready. If there any needs arise, I should let them know that they are sending me a lawyer. The first lawyer they sent, we were there, and for the fact that it was public holiday, one Abdulaziz kept calling me from Lagos. He said he's from Lagos, Abdulaziz, that he's connecting me with a lawyer. At the end of the day, Abdulaziz told me that they are dropping the lawyer because he's asking for 3 million naira, of which they don't have. I now say no, 3 million is too exorbitant just for a bail application. If the man is asking them that too much, they should forget. I will engage my own lawyer. You understand? The lawyer now came back to now say he has reduced the money, the bill to 1.5, of which they said they could not afford. The next thing, they sent me another batch of a lawyer again, second batch. That is another person, we exchange number, that person didn't appear. The next thing, maybe as a result of the bill he was presented, the next thing again, one Judith and Teslim, they said they are sending them to me. They came late in the evening. We went to the police office. They explained to them. They said they cannot grant bail. They cannot write any application. Even the lawyer were advising me that I should go to media, of which already I told them I've approached a human rights radio, Brekete family. I've gone to FIDA, the president of the International FIDA Lawyers Federation. I told them this is the extent I've gone, aside individual contacts, just to talk to the IG. That was over. So he was asking me whether I needed any assistance. I said, okay, roughly. That day alone, I needed something like 200. He said, the next thing I learned that they were talking of 2 million. I was annoyed. And I said, Kai, if it is because of the 200 they gave, let their money be refunded to them, of which the 200 they transferred to me. One Famuiwa was the one calling me on a WhatsApp call. And we refunded the 200,000 naira, and that was over. Then, the next thing now, these people are now talking over that they have given millions. And I kept saying, I told somebody asked me that since this issue started, only her friend, the only thing I received was 50,000 from one of her friends, 10,000 from one of her friends again that was saying he's giving it to the children. And aside that, nobody have given me kobo. And I know what I've expended from going to town on daily basis. I reside in Gwagwalada. I drive about 50 kilometers to the police office. I will go 2 times, 3 times in a day. I'm running from one person to the other just to see that I get the contact of the IG. And she was released. And can somebody come and tell me that, okay, if anybody is saying it was the lawyer they sent, let them bring the evidence and an acknowledged copy of the bail application. The bail application they submit to IG. I want to see the acknowledged copy. There were no any bail application to anybody. It was our own contact. So how can this thing keep coming up? I said, I don't want to hear it again. Okay, except they want me to take it because they are deforming my own character by telling me lies. Because somebody will say he has given me money. They are the one that make contacts and with a lot of insults. I will not want to take it any longer. The thing is getting too much. I said, I don't want to hear anything about this Mohbad issue again when somebody is going to secure justice for someone and the next will be an insult.
There's nothing like misinformed. You people should open your ears. You are stressing that man. Please, sir, good night. Let me talk to your wife. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. There's nothing like she misinformed. Drag this man. Let God drag you. You people that are planning that they want to drag the man, Taiwa Ademola, drag this man, hold on, drag the Bessie Yeye. What is you people's problem? Kini problem yín? Kini catalog ṣe yí báyìí? Kini problem yín? Justice for Mohbad ni wọ́n wá ṣe níbí. Ẹ̀ ń ṣe rọ́dọ̀rọ̀dọ̀. The clarity is there. Man yẹn ló bẹ́ẹ̀ níyàwó ẹ̀. That is all we want to know. You people don't want to hear the truth. Why are you saying Yinka is to blame? Why are you saying Yinka is to blame? Why are you saying she's the one to blame in this one? It's her husband that bears her.
Can I say something, please?
It's none of your business. If the wife chose to be doing justice for Mohbad, you can't tell them, you tell her, it's none of your business. If anybody wants to do justice for Mohbad, nobody can tell anybody not to do justice for Mohbad. Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody can tell anybody not to do justice for Mohbad. Mohbad case is open case for all. As you like, you do it. You people want to judge the husband. Kí ló máa ṣe yín? Ẹ̀kọ́ bá feel bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé the next thing say àwọn èèyàn bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ sún bàbá yẹn náà. Ẹ sún bàbá yẹn náà. Ó wá sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ ní respect. Many of you ẹ̀ ní respect. How old that man is ẹ̀ ń gbóhùn ẹ̀. Ẹ̀ ní forget it to that. Drag him. Let God drag your life. Let God drag your glory. Let God drag your life. Drag the man. Ẹ̀yin aláìlójú tí ẹ̀ dá. Wicked souls. Nonsense. Why are you abusing the man? He's a still now he been your wife. Only Yahweh don't let for him because we don't say justice for Mohbad. To that extent. What is you people for the moment you saw the husband come online? Let us hear the fact that man talk. No. Please. We have heard it from the man. He is the one that bailed his wife. Now go there. Odeni, Owoti, justice for Mohbad, fi support him, and what is that father? I think that is clear. That part we want to know. It is very clear. So true, there was a case of 3 million. Thank God, Anne has cleared it for us. She has made us understand that true, a lawyer who was overly exorbitant came with that and he had his reason. Of course, a lawyer, they will do anything, just like you going for cosmetic clinic on surgery. They will give you breakdown now. So it's for you to use him or seek elsewhere. And the man cannot, to be sincere, well, I'm going somewhere, but let me allow Anne, are you done with your...
No, Mommy, please let me just quickly clarify. So as I said, of course, I was not about the opinion of whether, the man did not bail. I'm happy that the man mentioned the attempts of those lawyers. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with, the bailing and all of that. That's not my issue at all. Do you get what I mean? I just wanted to clarify the point of the 3 million and how he came across and what this man was giving the breakdown for, because I was there. You understand? And when the husband, which he has said, God bless him, I think, because I know they were calling him Alaji, that's all I know about his name, said they had, and Mr. Miwa said, okay, I will give you 200,000 and whatever led to it being refunded, that is an after thing. But as at that time, everything was peaceful. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to say this here, Mom. when this thing was done.
Everything JMK Akure, Yeye is mixing everything. What are they mixing up? You people are you. Everything JMK Akure, you people are the same. People mixing it up. We are clearing everything, and it's making a lot of sense.
Making a lot of sense.
Yes, you people are the ones mixing it up because you don't like the truth. You don't want us to know the truth. We are hearing the truth from
I will put out the truth where the error is. That's the mistake. Let Anne finish talking because I know what the clause that is there that is making us have a little bit of mistake. I will put clarity and light into it. I'll share light to it.
Okay, so as I was saying, so to me, as that when all of that was done, everything was fine and smooth. As a matter of fact, everybody was happy. Now, for me, mommy, where the drama came up was after she came out, and then there was these stories, there was that stories. As a matter of fact, a lot of people did not know about these attempts that were made to help with her bail, right? Until we started hearing on social media. And in fairness, I have to say, which is why I came up today, the people who helped to get a lawyer there in the first instance and all of that, these lawyers, like the husband has confirmed. She came out and she was saying, Bayo was a snitch. And because I was there on that call, I was like, whoa, you don't know what's happened behind the scene. You're going to call him a snitch? And then there was more allegations of, maybe she was arrested by him. And then there was the story of, the Lagata. I just thought, that was preposterous.
You know what, Anne? The problem she's having is that how her address got to the first, and that gave her a headache. I noticed from her explanation, finding it very hard to know who, because they arrested her with the man that printed, the guy that printed the banner. Mm-hmm. Do you understand?
Right.
They brought that man to her house and they arrested her. Mind you, it is believed that she's being sponsored, or she was sponsored. She mentioned it here that they claimed that she was sponsored. So her issue is that they then told her, Bayo then told her that her address, she said why she believed that it is either Bayo or Guresi that leaked her address. Mm-hmm. Why she's suspecting them is because at one point, Guresi asked her for her address. You understand? Her name and her address. And they said they wanted to use it for rights or something.
For the fundamental human rights.
Human rights.
Right.
They asked for it. And, they, of course, Rexy has her address. And then Bayo Battalion. She said the Bayo Battalion.
Mommy, Bayo Billions, that's his name.
Okay, sorry, I've been calling it Battalion. I don't know why. Then she said, Bayo Billions, that the guy too has her address. Do you understand?
Yes, mommy, I'm listening.
And she explained it. She said when the buyer was out explaining to her that no, they got the address from the phone number that the guy put, that is the printer, that the guy put it on the banner, that's how they linked the guy with her. She didn't believe that because she said the banners are still with her, that there's nothing like that printer's phone number on the banner. So you know what her problem is? She has a problem with Guresi and Bayo because they are the ones she's so sure has her address.
But mommy, can you ask her this question? She did mention that she was picked up at the market. Ask her where she was picked up.
Okay. Mbo, I am Yinka. Where were you picked up?
Yeah. If anyone has heard me talk about this thing, I said in the market. It was not in my house. Bayo did not just.
So how did they then? How did you then link the address and that the guy came?
Yeah.
So how did you say that?
Mr. Muyiwa sent me a message, and that day, you need to see how Bayo was calling, shaking. Tell this guy not to insult Muyiwa again. Tell Peggy to stop insulting Muyiwa. He was just nagging on me. And he asked me something. He said, "Are you being threatened?" I said, "No." What happened? He said, don't beyi, shumale one way. Mommy ero, omo Yoruba ni. Mo ní kí lẹ mean. Tó lè sọ fún Perkins kó má bú. Mo mú ìwà mọ́. Mo ní òkè òun ní bí Perkins wá gba phone. Ó fẹ́ bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ fúnra yín. You understand? Then the next day morning, I was picked up in the market. But the printer boy later opened up to me that he was at home, not planning to go to shop. He works in a plaza, a mall, where all the printer in Abuja, government gave them a big place, very big place, more than millions of printers. They are there. You understand? So to go and pick somebody that did a job, the boy does not even know my house. But he knows I'm in a particular location in Abuja because he normally send me things to my garage. I will go and pick it. I do other job with him. You understand? So he called me and said, where am I? That some people need products. I said, what? I said, in the market. He said, okay, they will meet me in the market. Then the next thing, he said, they are outside at the gate of the market. I said, no problem, I'm coming. I came there. I saw FT men. They handcuffed him. They brought my printer. Now, when he told me, he said, when they called him to come to show that they want to do printing work, how did they know his number? That they use his phone to dial my number. When he come, they showed him ID card and they said, give us your phone. They said, what happened? They said, give us your phone. Then they took his phone. They dialed my number on his phone. As big as that printing press is, they can go and single-handedly call somebody, get his number, call him. And it is me and Bayo. And these ladies that had a call to ask the boy to tell us the price he is printing.
Okay. So that's where Bayo's name came up. So that was where you suspected Bayo.
Yes. Okay. And previous month, Guresi called me and said, we are send me your full details, your name, your phone number, your address. I said, sir, for what only we are doing is we are trying to do something and we would make sure we need all the hosts for Mohbad, home and abroad. We need their contact. I did not send it. I called Bayo. Are you aware of anything that has to do with our full details and name and everything? He said no. I should give him time. He wants to call. He called and called me back and said, give them. That he called York. York said I should give. That is for human rights protection. And I did not see any other host that they sent this, that they asked for his own number. No any other host. Because Becky said nobody called him. And this lady said she got my number from Perkins. I called Perkins. How did my husband number go to TikTok? He said I himself the surprise. He said himself the surprise. You know be him.
He called
and Bossman confirmed that my head carry oil gave him my husband's number.
I never.
It is well, oh.
Mommy, can I talk? Mommy, can I talk now? Yeah. Bossman, hold on, sister. Let me because I was talking before. Mommy, I asked the question. Now let's just analyze this. Mommy, please, you have to bear with me tonight, okay? Now you can see, Bossman, please hold on. You can see
allow us to round up this case, please. This is my issue, please. I beg, just allow us to round up.
Yeah, let's just finish, please. You can just hold on because let's clear this up. So now, what she's pointed out now was a case of you are assuming. You were not sure.
I wasn't assuming. I am certain.
You are not certain because you don't have facts. I not arrested you. You don't.
Madam, I am certain.
If you are certain, Yinka, bring
it wasn't only Bayo. It was Team Justice.
That's a lie.
That set me up.
That don't make sense.
What's your problem? I said what I know.
It makes sense. You are saying what you know, but they're not facts.
No, Anne, wait.
Come on.
Wait. I am Yinka, wait. Okay, Anne. Please, hold on. I am Yinka. And say what you want to say. And let me hear what.
Okay, Mommy, so for me, clearly, the point why, as I said, why I came up, apart from clearing that, thank you for the other bit we've done, which has been tick the box. The pain for me that shocked me is that after she was released, knowing fully well that all those people were on, as I said, long hours on call, trying to ensure that they helped to get this her bail, which the husband has confirmed he did it. Thank you to him. There was no problem with allergy. Bayo was the one on that call. Please, what's going on? How is it going? The same person brought money to even try to get a lawyer. How is the same person? Because they wanted to do fundamental human rights, and you are saying that it's only your name, it's only you they ask for, you're the only host. That's not true. Mommy, I've seen a copy of that FHR, and it's not just her name. There are other people's names.
Why would you say that is not true? Why didn't you guys give it to my head carry oil? Why didn't you do the same thing to Becky? Why didn't you do the same thing to any other host? Because I know it's our host. We have plenty hosts here. Why only me?
Can you just let somebody just calm down, please? You know, we're not fighting. Calm down. So, when she's saying that the FHR, okay, it sounds suspicious. I can understand your aspersions. You're thinking, okay, maybe there was a setup, but you also have to think for a second. What is an FHR in the first place? It's a fundamental human right that is meant to protect a group of people, not just you. So there are other people's name on there. And Yinka, you don't have a copy of it. So you cannot say 100% and say, no, it's only my name that was there. The lawyer who went to the the station where you arrested at the first, what were the concerns as to why they said they got you arrested? That's another thing you have to ask. You have to speak to that lawyer about. We're not going to go into start unraveling that, unpacking that today. That FHR, hold on, please. Okay, sorry, Mommy. Okay, so the FHR came up because they were trying to ensure that if anything like this came up, okay, they had some hosts who they felt, okay, let's protect, particularly the ones in Nigeria. So it wasn't a case of, okay, is every host on Justice for Mohbad, and they have some name, they didn't pick up some name. If your name was included, they couldn't get, they would have reached out to some other people they didn't want to give, you gave, good. But that is not a yardstick for you to say, okay, because they got my details, they will now go and then team up to arrest you. The same protest that you contacted Muiwa, that he got people to write a letter to send to the Senate, for God's sake, it doesn't make sense. Maybe you have issues with Bayo, but how powerful is Bayo that he would now be able to arraign and arrest for you, or Lagata or York and the people you accused?
Okay, thank you.
Come on.
All right, thank you. Let's see this. Thank you, Anne. My head carrier. Thank you so much, my dear one. Thank you, all the panelists who again came up. What's her name? The other lady that came up, Lizzie something. All of you that came up, you really, really tried, and I like the fact that a lot of you were very truthful in your submission. Thank you so much. Bossman wanted to say something. I think, Bossman, where are you? I think you should conclude in what you want to say, if it's possible. Where are you, Bossman? I can't find you anymore. So,
if Bossman finish, I would like to say something, please.
Okay, you want to say something? Say it, please, because I need to go to bed. Tomorrow is work. I still have work tomorrow. It's not weekend yet. Sincerely.
This whole issue is based on too much assumption and wrong information. Because what I would say is, I think we all know the reason why we are here. We are here for justice for Mohbad, but we are taking more time to settle problems that are not even so much necessary. I'm forgetting why we are here. And I'm saying this too. My phone is closed. Okay.
I don't know.
What I'm saying, okay. What I'm trying to say is the people who take informations to other platforms, they are the biggest problems we're having in this justice.
They appreciate the commenters. I should appreciate you people for abusing people. I should appreciate the people that are abusing people. Why is it most I appreciate you? No, God, no, it's also. If you were here now typing, most of you are appreciate you, but I would appreciate